been an honor and a privilege to work with you guys, and our lives would be miserable without you, and they probably will be for a while. So you guys are going to do great. And I just wanted to say that once upon a time it started with an orange ugly box, and it happened one at a time. And slowly many of you became addicts, and it was my fault. So just so you don't have to go cold turkey, we have a table with your parting box, and if you put them in the freezer, they'll get you through the month ahead, and you can just do it slowly, okay?
This has been a very difficult couple weeks, and I have my tissue, so there we go. We weren't quite sure how to get through this, and so we started drinking about 2 weeks ago, and we drank several bottles of good wine until we found one that we thought was even close to what you guys deserve. So I want to just read what we wrote for you. It says, may the road rise up to meet you, may the wind be at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face, and may the gas you pass bring you great pleasure always. We thank you for the expertise and quality, for always having our backs, for the friendships we've shared, and for never telling us what we really looked like at O Dark 30. Thank you. So there's one of these for you too.
You know, some things circulate around and around and around, and people see it, but not everybody sees it.
If you take a picture, it never goes away, perhaps.
You know, sometimes if you take a picture, it just never dies. Here we go. I think it's come. There we go. Very nice, Jim. Someone arrived early today that couldn't be with us tonight. Jane Chase from Civic Campus. And she left this beautiful card that all of you might want to take a look at. It'll be on the card table. And Ep's going to tell you a little bit about this card table. Ep?
Well, over the nights and days that we've been thinking about this, we wrote some of our impressions of you and some memories. So if you want to peruse these cards that's on the table, they're all about you and our thoughts about you.
Thank you, Eb. Now, I think a number of you have a few things to say. One of the first that came up to me was perhaps Tom Stonecipher. Is Tom around? Tom?
Well, you know, I did some of the same arithmetic that Sanford has done. And I realized that my buddy Sanford Wright and I have spent a total of 57 years working with these guys. And that adds up to somewhere between 15 and 20,000 cases. These guys will be going on to great careers in anesthesia. They'll probably be back. You guys have been great. It's been wonderful to work with you. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Well, we've heard a lot about the anesthesiologist. Maybe it's about time we let one take the microphone.
On behalf of as many anesthesiologists as I can, I want to thank you for putting on a spectacular party. I want everybody to appreciate what Sanford has done. I think I know Sanford longer than anybody in the room. Sanford and I were classmates at the University of Washington, class of 1968. And he came to Everett, and I tell you, Sanford, I love you. I think you're the most magnificent, friendly supporter of our group, of medicine in general, and I just can't get over how great it's been to know you all these years. So thank you very much. I came to Everett in 1972, and when I first started work, we had one EKG per hospital. And we would vie each other with who had the worst case to get the EKG machine. We didn't have automatic blood pressure, we didn't have pulse oximeter, we didn't have even cyclosporine. We had halothane and cyclopropane, if you remember that. We didn't have propofol. We did everything by hand and by pulse, by finger on the pulse. And it was very exciting.
I wanted to second what Scott said about Sanford. He's been terrific here for us. So again, I think he's been absolutely terrific putting this together, putting together the show. We've appreciated everything he's done for us for so many years. I want to thank everybody that came with the anesthesia guys from the past, everybody that came and gave up their Sunday to come and to be with us. This is an emotional moment for me. I think it is for most of us. I think it should be. I think that speaks volumes for the relationship, which is what I feel this is all about. It's not about Pacific Anesthesia. It's not about really even anesthesia. It's about people working at 3 o'clock in the morning with some of the sickest patients ever and having a team that could do that. And I appreciate everybody that came, everybody we've worked with.
Okay, so most of you who know me know that I am at the Everett Clinic, and we do a lot of outpatient surgery. So you might wonder, how is it that I know these guys so well? And I think I can answer that by saying there's nothing worse for them than to get a call in the middle of the night from me or one of my ENT colleagues saying, I've got an emergency airway and I need to take care of it right now. But these guys, every single one of them, helped me through that, and I wanted to make sure that they understood just how much their help and support meant in the middle of the night with a hot dog sideways in the kid's throat or whatever it was that we were doing. And started with Bob Timonen, my first night on call, and hopefully, well, whoever's on call for ENT tonight won't have the same problem. But anyway, thanks so much for all you guys did, everything that you did to help us and the ENT guys, and you'll be sorely missed, and I doubt anybody will ever be able to measure up to what you guys did. So thank you very much.
All of you, the mighty Subich.
I couldn't help but I needed to say something. You know, I hardly ever talk, and so this is the only chance I've had for a long time. I'm now in my 50th year of anesthesia, and I'm still going, but not as often as I did before. I want to thank all you people for showing up for us and showing your support for us. And I'm going to miss all of you. I used to come back just often enough to keep in touch with all the old people around the hospitals here. But I'm still traveling around the state, up and down the coast, and I'll quit when my wife tells me I have to. I want to say that I really miss all of you, and thanks for all the wonderful years we've had here in the hospitals.
1 minute. I'm a small town girl. I think everybody knows that. And I'm very proud to work for the Providence team and to work with, I could tell stories about every single one of you, even you, Lee. Don't know you that long. Jim, lots of stories, lots of stuff going on. And I've worked for this hospital for 25 years. I've never seen 100% turnover in any department, and I'm sad. I'm sad to look at each one of you and see what you've brought to the table and what you brought to my own personal family members and friends that come to the hospital. And I'm kind of at a loss over that whole thing because it's really going to be tough on me to not have you there for me personally and professionally. And thank you for what you've given me and my family. And here's for the critical care, because they're not here, they're in New Orleans. Thank you. No F-bombs.
Okay, I won't. I promise. I'll keep this brief, unlike many of the vascular cases I've asked you guys to endure over the years. I think I can speak for all the surgical staff. We love you all, and we wish you all the best. You're really going to be missed. And I'm really happy with everyone that came out tonight and showed you the love that you all deserve. Thanks a lot.
Scott, did you have another story? Scott? Scott, did you have another story?
No.
Okay. Does anybody else have any comments, remarks? Anybody else? No, we can't. No. Is there anybody else? Anybody? Aditya? Dick? Anybody? No? Okay, all right.
All right, thanks. If everybody could just listen for a second, I just want to say a few words. I have been honored to work with each and one of you, some of you as long as 19 years, and I wish you the best for everywhere that you go, and I hope you won't forget us, because I certainly won't forget you. Thank you.
That was very nice. Well, once again, recognition celebration for the anesthesia group that's been with us 51 years, over a half a century. All of this evening's proceedings will be found on my website, everettneurologicalcenter.org, within the next few weeks. So thank you for everything that you've done for all of us. Thank you.